I get the privilege of introducing Abigail this morning. Basically, when Abigail told me that her counselor talk was today, I was frantically trying to come up with, what do I say that does Abigail justice? And so I started thinking about the first time we met. I started to think about, how is our relationship unique? And it actually took me back to Abigail is one of 4 siblings, and the Schindler family, the siblings have kind of been in every aspect of my VES life. I had Hannah Schindler in school with me when I was a student here. Charlie and Josh, were here while I worked here, so it was only fitting that Abigail, the youngest Schindler, joined my advisory the fall of her 10th grade year. And she would explain herself, I think, at that point as an uninvolved, sort of under-the-radar student. And I've had the privilege of watching her grow into this confident, independent, outstanding student that is standing right here today. So I feel honored that I had a front row seat to that. Abigail loves her friends, she loves her family, and she loves gluten-free Oreos, which is what I provide on her birthday every single year. So today is a special occasion, so I'm going to give you some gluten-free Oreos to calm your nerves.
Thank you.
But Abigail, I'm so excited to see what you do in your future. I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished. My face is turning red, just like I told you it would. And love you, and you always have support and family here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is this fine? Okay. All right, Miss Alford, there are no words to express my gratitude for you and what you have done for me and your 3 other children. You've watched us all, there we go, cry, laugh, scream, and quite literally everything in between. You're the best mix of a mom, sister, friend, wrapped up all in one. I don't quite know what I'll do without you next year, but more importantly, I don't know what you're going to do without me, Augusta, Sasha, and Hudson. And yes, that is our entire advisory. We were given the task to recruit advisees for her because she'll be childless next year. So just let us know, but go in knowing you have a lot to live up to. Hi, I'm Abigail Schindler, for those who don't know me. Thinking about writing the speech, I genuinely didn't know what to write. I wrote this yesterday, and I had told Mr. Barrios I just had to polish my speech that wasn't actually written yet, because I had to send it to him to look at before I got in front of you guys and talked. I knew I couldn't make it funny, I just could never even come close to Peggy Thomas's speech, so that was out of the question. And going right after Sanders Morris is a lot to live up to, so don't expect any Peggy or Sanders. I've learned here at VES that any silent lesson has far outdone any lesson learned in the classroom. When I say silent lessons, the best analogy I could give you is when you talk to your dog and you wish they could talk back. I realized that they don't need to talk because they seem to teach you life's most valuable lessons without using any words at all. In this case, the dog is VES. There are so many weird things about this school that make me question. Questions I wish I could ask VES as if it were a person. Like, why do we clap after every single announcement? Mr. Button just gave us BTA. Ask Hannah say what that means. It's like beat to blank. Mr. Barrios said I couldn't say a bad word in chapel. Or something. We're clapping for our bad behavior. I vividly remember last year when we had a meeting in this chapel about people stealing food from the bite machines, and we clapped after. Or my freshman year, y'all will love this flashback, when we had a meeting about the Yik Yak situation. And I remember clapping after. It's something about the awkwardness if we don't clap, so we do anyway. Or why do we leave our backpacks everywhere like it's our own bedroom? All I know is that it's not what the real world is like, so please don't leave your stuff unattended in any other setting. I'm sure it will be stolen. And my goodness, why does VES campus have holes everywhere? I knew I shouldn't have been running to Front Jet for that old school photo, but I guarantee that if there wasn't a hole, I would have made it. That hot pink cast might have made it worth it, though. But it's the silly little stuff like this at VES that seems to answer my silly little questions. Breaking my ankle in those stupid holes, for instance, have not only taught me to slow down literally, but also figuratively. This place, I swear, is a time warp. It goes by fast. There's no point in rushing to the next thing or wishing days away to get to the weekend or break quicker, because they'll be here sooner than we know. So try to slow down and enjoy the little things here without wishing for the next. Then there's a question I wish I could ask VES. Why did I hate you? I hated this place, hated it. Now this is very contradictory to Walter Marr's speech, if any of you guys remember that from last year. Let's just say I was very absent my freshman year and even sophomore year. I never stayed to hang out with the people in my grade. I never watched football games or basketball games. I never went to the random fun stuff on the weekends. I came for school and that was it. I cried to my parents to let me go to class day after day. As you can see, I was never able to convince them. But thank God, I learned that it was never VES or the people here, it was me. I was making my experience here what it was, and the second I realized that, I created VES to be what I wanted to make it. I think freshman Abigail would be in utter disbelief if I told her that I even found the slightest bit of love for this place. If you're having a terrible time here, I promise you that you are not the only one. Not everyone's experience is the same. For some people, it's love at first sight, and others, like me, it took 2 years, probably blood, sweat, and tears to find love for VES. And it only makes it worse when you compare your happiness and experience to others. I'll be happy if I even just touch one person with a speech in hopes of making them feel that they aren't the only one with this experience. No one in my 4 years at VES has ever come up here and said that they hated this place. So for me and for you, I hope I give you peace in knowing that I'm living proof of someone who used to cry every day before, during, and after school to now someone who just is sad she's leaving this place behind in 89 days. If you have taken anything from the speech, I encourage you to find meaning in this place in ways that speak more than any human can. I know thank yous are our favorite part. Most importantly, Mom and Dad, thank you for showing me the most unconditional love and truly being my best friends. Thank you for making me stay. I bet you thought you'd never heard me say that one. And Mom 2.0, who's taking the place of my mom right now, Mrs. Kadelka, you are everything beautiful and wonderful. Thank you for everything, just not the breathing exercises. Those are awful. To the teachers that truly feel like my friends, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You make this place so special. Senior girls, thank you. Oh wait, where am I? Senior girls, thanks for all the decorating parties and giving me the glimpse of exactly why I could never board. Sleepovers are just enough for me. Thank you, JSD, and thank you, VES, for teaching me that life nowhere is close to perfect, but it is what you make it. Seniors, we've been here for 1,274 days, and now we only have 89 days left. Make it what you want it to be. Thank you.